What up, what up, what up, what up, what up, world? It's your boy Amp Dog with another episode of Politickin. Want to thank everybody for tuning in, showing your love, and make sure you tell a friend and tell a friend Big Amp Dog said, what's the deal? And today we got a story about Mr. George Zimmerman. This is the guy who fatally shot and killed Trayvon Martin back in 2012. Um, to me, this dude, he got some type of obsession with this whole, the whole murder, the trial, the aftermath of everything as far as dealing with his parent, Trayvon Martin's parents. It just seemed to me like that attention he was getting all across the country, all across the world, really, they were, just daily recording him in the courtroom during the trial, and he was smiling and and when he get out of jail, he had a few more run-ins with the law that to me just showed that justice failed that day, as far as letting this man out, because no matter what, you can, I get it. Florida, you got to stand your ground law. You have to be able to stand your ground to protect yourself from a threat. But if you, as we all remember, I remember this case vividly, but if you all remember, he was on the phone with 911 and he was saying, yeah, I'm following this suspicious character or whatever, this guy with the woo and this and that. They said, well, we don't need you to do that. At that point, if the dispatcher or any type of law enforcement, anybody connected to the law enforcement, that should have been able to dismiss that case of self-defense. Because at that point, when they say, yeah, we don't need you to do that. We don't need you to follow this guy. Stop following him. Go back to your home. Go to safety, this and that. So at that point, you're not scared for your life. So anyway, he's back in the news. I guess this is a small victory for the family as far as to, try to keep this guy away from him and behind him, like trying to move forward, Um, so a judge in Florida has dismissed a defamation and conspiracy lawsuit. Former Neighborhood Watch volunteer George Zimmerman had filed against the parents of Trayvon Martin, which is the teen that he fatally shot almost a decade ago. Judge John Cooper in Tallahassee dismissed all counts against all defendants in the lawsuit filed by Zimmerman against Martin's parents, Sabrina Fulton, Tracy Martin, attorney Ben Crump, who had represented the family, and others. In his order, the judge wrote that Zimmerman had failed to show any fraudulent representation and said any further arguments in the case would be futile. It's pretty accurate so far. There could be no claim for conspiracy to defraud if there is no adequately stated claim for fraud. That's what the judge was basically speaking on to George Zimmerman's filed lawsuit. The other defendants in the lawsuits included HarperCollins Publishers, which had published a book Martin's parents wrote about the case, Brittany Diamond Eugene, and Rachel Jantel, which is, I believe, Rachel Jantel was Trayvon Martin's girlfriend, who was actually on the phone while everything was happening. She's on the phone with Trayvon while this man is basically hunting him down, pretty much. According to Zimmerman's lawsuit, Brittany Diamond Eugene didn't want to testify that she had been talking to Martin before he was killed. So her half-sister, Rachel Jantel, pretended that she was talking to the teen before he was fatally shot. Jantel ended up testifying at Zimmerman's 2013 trial in Sanford, Florida. Okay, so he's basically coming up with conspiracies like, no, it wasn't Rachel that he was talking to. He was talking to her half-sister or yeah, it don't make sense. It seems like this dude at this point, because he was a slap on the wrist. So when you get that slap on the wrist, 90% of the time, if the person did do the action and was wrong it had any type of wrongdoing in any type of action, that slap on the wrist causes a larger monster in their head. To where that's when you start hearing them shooting at people and all kind of stuff after he got off. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. I agree with Jay-Z, but I'm not gonna repeat that line that he said in that song. But y'all, if y'all know, look up Jay-Z speaking on Trayvon Martin. I mean, not Trayvon Martin, but on George Zimmerman. Um, The lawsuit claimed that Trayvon Martin's parents, along with Crump, participated in a conspiracy in an effort to get charges filed against Zimmerman, have him tried, and destroy his goodwill and reputation in the community. Zimmerman also claimed the defendants portrayed him as a racist murderer who racially profiled Martin. Martin was black. Zimmerman's father is white and his mother Hispanic. Yeah, so that gives the reason why he kind of comes off like he looks like a Hispanic guy, but you could see where his lineage really come from. You know what I'm saying? Uh, so basically, yeah, he's basically trying to say that what the family did after the case is basically defaming his character and reputation, which is again, this was an international trial. This trial was internationally shown across the country, the world. You know what I'm saying? And the facts are the facts. You know. Now, does justice have technicalities that'll let a monster like him off? Yeah, of course. That's how he was able to beat the system in a way. You know what I'm saying? But the reality is whatever the parents, um, even Benjamin Crump, Jontel, whether it's her half sister or not, like whatever they want to choose to speak about in their experience with this situation, what do you call it? Their precipitation. Yeah, what they perceive. Y'all know what I'm saying? Yeah. So their view of how they experience this thing is all on them. You can't tell them that, oh no, they're wrong for saying this and telling me this and that. No, the facts are you are on police 911 video call speaking about this young man who was you admitted he was walking away from you or trying to run from you or something, and they tell you don't pursue him, but then somehow this you just kill him, and all he had was a bag of Skittles, and I believe it was in Arizona. You know, so at this point, yeah, I would write a book. I would do everything I could to let the facts of this case be known. Because again, you haven't showed any. It's kind of like with I don't want to throw him in here, but it's kind of like with OJ Simpson. You know what I'm saying? Like if you really didn't have nothing to do like maliciously, like in OJ Simpson's case, it was different. Like he claimed he didn't do it. In his case, I did it, but it's self defense. But my whole thing is, um, as a human, you know what I'm saying? When it comes down to just being a human and having compassion, empathy, sympathy, just something about it, just that humanity aspect of what's in all of us. When you lose that, to me, it just shows that you really were malicious. So to me, when OJ Simpson comes out and do, if I did it, this is how I would have done it or something like that, like playing off of these people's death. You know what I'm saying? I don't agree with that. So at the end of the day, it's like, yeah, OJ, you came out with that book and then you did 9 years for stealing your own shit. That's karma. So the same thing is gonna happen with this man. He tried to sue the family of the victim he murdered cold-bloodedly for $100 million and try to say that they destroy his goodwill and reputation in the community. Come on, man. It don't get no more Caucasus Mountains than that. You know what I'm saying? Like, for real. And like maybe nah, I ain't gonna go there. Anyway, man, y'all drop y'all comments down below. Let me know what y'all think. This is definitely crazy. Shout out to the judge for understanding how crazy this is and threw it out just as quick as he probably filed it. I'm not sure if it was that quick. I believe he filed it like 2 years ago or something. But anyway, thank goodness for this judge for being able to realize a play when it's one right in front of your face, because this is definitely a play to try to either keep poking at this situation and trying to rehash it, relive it, whatever he's getting out of it. I'm glad the judge was able to shut it down so he can't get no more kicks out of whatever the heartbreak or the heartache that the family is dealing with. And, trying to be able to move forward and progress with their life. And, it's already a strong enough loss that they had to deal with. So, I don't know. Again, go look up Jay-Z's lyric about George Zimmerman, how he said, y'all came at Nip, but y'all ain't. Y'all know the song, man. That's some real shit, bro. That's some real shit. So, anyway, like, share, subscribe, tell a friend, and tell a friend. Big M Dog said, what's the deal? Long live my little brother Reek. Peace.